Hello guys. Did you ever get the feeling that your tank is not horny enough? Well, if you did, I have the solution for you. This is the horniest tank in the Tamriel. Okay? Now, what this horny guy does is he's just fucking horny. Let's get started. First thing I want to talk about is advantages and disadvantages. Now, first and most important advantages, just look at my stats, okay? Now, just add them 10%. That's the stats you play with all the time, okay? Because Horn will always be up. Pause. Okay? You get what I mean? Now, since we are DK, just better, every time you use this, you get resources. So, and also increase your teammates' damage. Man, it's just very horny. Yeah, whatever. If we continue with advantages, just take a look at my shits, man. Magical recovery better than Blockmaster. We have some low resistances, but it doesn't matter because we have actually very good resistances due to changes in champion 3. Now I will tell you how my resist actually didn't change. Now the only disadvantage is you can just forget about stamina return from your potion. Okay, just forget about it because you won't be getting that anymore. Now, also say goodbye to this because when you are using this build, you get this buff from something else. Now, also one more advantage here. You give your healer more crits. You give your whoever is DD, probably magical DDs, you give them minor force all the time. Because stamina users will keep this up always, so I can easily say that you won't be running out of stamina. Well, I didn't test this build in veteran of Lorcage, but I am really sure that you can pull this off. I mean, if you run out of stamina with this build, you are doing something wrong. While playing this build, you shouldn't need any potion or any shard, because you'll be spamming that shit, man. You'll be spamming the horn. Okay? Anyways, yeah, disadvantage is no stamina recovery. So you can hold your block up all the time. It doesn't matter. Just hold your block while walking, while nothing is hitting you. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. Just do what you want to do. Maybe lesser stamina, magical pool is kind of a disadvantage. And also the biggest disadvantage, I had to give up something that I liked very much. I gave up talons for this build. By the way, I want to tell you that this build is only for ultimate regeneration build. Ultimate regeneration. Just if you want to do speed runs or some shit like that, you go with this build. But I will post another build that is much more defensive and much more sustained. So just relax, okay? There's another build coming up. This is just a very powerful ultimate regeneration build, okay? Now, yeah, these are the advantages and disadvantages. Anyways, let's jump into the races. Now, I'm a Dark Elf because my tank is Dark Elf, so whatever. You can do whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Because just don't get Wood Elf or any class that any race that gives stamina recovery except Redguard. Redguard is good, but other than that, just no. Again, you see that I don't need much health. I like to play with low health because there's no point in health builds, because if you are getting one shot, you are doing something wrong. So don't do something wrong and don't get one shot. That's the main thing behind all the tanking in ESO. Yeah, nothing will ever hit you for more than 25k if you follow the mechanics. Whatever. Now, what we're gonna do is just choose whatever race you want, okay? For more defensive setup, you can choose North. For more sustain, you can choose Redguard. For if you want to be like we won't getting the spell resistance buff, so just choose whatever you want, man. I'm happy with Dark Elf, and I will still go with Dark Elf. It doesn't matter. Let's go to attributes. All in stamina, standard. Weapon damage, weapon crit, whatever. We have 25k spell resist, 21k physical resist. Now, how do I buff myself? As you see, there's no resist buff. Well, I use this. Now, it gives me physical resistance and minor protection. Okay, when I said say goodbye to your stamina return from your potion, that's what I mean. This build is lacks some kind of defense, right? As you see, comparing to Blockmaster, and this potion just helps a bit, you know, since you won't be getting minor protection all the time. So yeah, you get my point. And also, I'm in PTS and this thing doesn't work. Where's that? Yeah, this thing doesn't work. And also, minor protection from the potion is lasting so less than 47 seconds. Just you'll see 12 seconds, something like that. Resolve for, yeah, you can just see my physical resistance, 26k. Actually, as you see, I'm using blast bomb. When it procs, you are pretty much at cap, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the attributes. I'm using Atronach, 900 magic recovery, stamina recovery doesn't matter, health recovery doesn't matter. 33k stamina, 25k magic and 13k magic and 25k health. We have some crit resist. You'll see where that comes from. I'm a werewolf, but it doesn't matter. I'm using maximum health and maximum stamina. Food. If you are more comfortable with more magicka, you can use 3 stats and put health enchants on these, right? I put stamina on these 3 and I will be if I go like this, more magica, I put health on my enchants, but it doesn't matter. Since I gave up talons, I don't need very high magical pool, so just I won't give up my snare, man. Snare is much more important than talons, in my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Okay, let's jump to items now. First thing I would like to say is I still don't like Bloodspawn, but for the purpose of this build and the lack of resistance, it sometimes helps. For one time, I just I tested it like 3 times, and I go to Bloodspawn, the first boss of Veteran Spindle Clutch, and there was one Magica Templar with me who was a DD. Now, he didn't heal me actually. I was healing myself without any healing. Now, how do I do that? With ultimate, basically, and Ignis Shield, whatever. Now, I like this, but I don't know, man. For example, in the test, in the we attacked Bloodspawn 3 times, and in the first combat it procced only 2 times, which combat lasts for 1 minute and 20 seconds. It only procced for 2 times. Anyways, I still got the ultimate, I'm okay with that. In the second time it didn't proc at all, again 1 minute 30 seconds, something like that. It didn't proc even once, and the third time it procced only once. I absolutely don't like Bloodspawn's proc rate. I think they should buff it, like at least 10%. 6 is very low. Just nerf the physical resistance, but buff the chance, right? There should be something they can do about this. I mean, it's a good set, but the proc rate is just too low. Anyways, I have health on this and prismatic on this one. The big pieces are infused, the small pieces is sturdy. This is divines, but you can get sturdy in no time. It will drop in 100% chance after the Dark Brotherhood. So anyways, heavy armor. I'm using 5-piece heavy. I'm using Tava's favor, heavy chest, light belt, sturdy infused chest with infused heavy chest with prismatic enchant, sturdy light belt with stamina, sturdy heavy feet with stamina, infused heavy with prismatic, sturdy medium with stamina. Okay, this is the 5-piece Tava I'm using, and I have 2 agility robust because I want the maximum stamina, and I enchanted them with shield play, and I also have potentate necklace. This is healthy. I don't think there is a robust one. I also enchanted this with shield play. I am using Pact Sword, which is a part of Potentate and Potentate Shield. There's no other choice than Impenetrable and Defending. Believe me, if there was a decisive trait on the Pact Sword, I would use it. But there isn't. And decisive is kinda underpowered because as you see, I get where's that? I need 225 ultimate, right? Decisive trait doesn't give me the 25 ultimate potentate gives. Okay. I tested it. Decisive is very underpowered. Okay. Even with Tavas Favor and Bloodspawn combined. I tested it only against the one target, which was hitting like a once per 1.5 seconds, like something like that, 1.5 or 2 seconds. Just no. I mean, this is much better, believe me. I tested it. If you are lucky, you can get much more than 25 with decisive, but I don't know. I don't think you can. It's just no. Anyways, you get the point. I didn't enchant these, but health is nice on this. Because of this health, I reached 25k health, and these are defending. I would use stamina absorb, possibly. I don't know why I have disease on this, because I didn't use any enchant. Do I have? No, fuck you. Okay, maybe I should use this. Yeah, whatever. You get the point. This is a very nice ultimate regeneration build. You can tank everywhere with this. Okay, you can tank everywhere. I know it because people tanked. I'm not saying tanking. People tanked veteran Mauflokaj with medium armor. Okay, you can do with this as well because you are tanky. Believe me, you are tanky. Anyways, let's go to skills. First part we have Ransack. I definitely procced the other morph because everyone is using elemental drain. Man, fuck that shit. Since I dropped armor master, I don't have much more resist anymore. So you see the minor resolve, they buffed it. It was giving like 900 something, and now it gives 1300. Now this skill provides me that, but we don't get this always because healers use this morph and they target DDs, not tanks. Healers don't want tanks to get the... Healers don't use this to make tanks get the resist buff. Healers use this to increase the damage of DD. Okay? Not us. So you won't be getting this all the time. So that's why I'm using Ransack. Second skill, Heroic Slash. Just, you know, minor heroism and minor maim on the enemy. Igneous Shield. This is just use this passive, okay? Every 6 seconds you get 3 ultimates, so when you activate this, you get 3 ultimates every 6 seconds. So you need to use this to achieve the build's purpose, okay? And Stalwart Guard. Now this is a new thing. This is actually boost our magic recovery thanks to Magica 8. Now you just use it like this. Can I use it on any of you? Yeah, here you go, my boy. Rigord the Brash. Now when Rigord gets damage, the damage Rigord gets, the 30% of the damage Rigord gets transferred to me. Okay, and we both get minor force. Now, how do you use this? If there's an overloading sorcerer in your group, use this on the sorcerer. If there's no one if there's no sorcerers, just 2 stamina DDs both using rearming trap, you use it on your healer, okay, for bigger heals. You get my point. You use this on your Magicka DD or your healer. Now, I know that Magicka DDs also use rearming trap, but some of them don't, like Magicka sorcerers, overloading ones, much more preferably. So if there's a Magicka DD that wants the minor force, you use it on them. If there's if everyone has minor force, you use it on your healer for bigger heals. Okay, that's it, nothing else. So if you want to, by the way, they removed the stamina recovery, right? Yeah, it doesn't drain. Oh shit, I forgot this. The stamina recovery doesn't go 0 when you use guard. Yeah, nice. So you can actually use your stamina recovery while running. Anyways, you got the point. Okay, my boy, that's not for you. But they actually did something like this. They want you to have it on both of your bars. I would actually like the no stamina recovery, but have it on your only one bar. So I could use talons here, but no, fuck this. Anyways, absorb magic here, our standard defensive utility, and of course the aggressive warhorn. Cinderstorm, snare, 70%, unrelenting grip for chaining mobs, inner fire, stalwart guard, and shuffle. Shuffle is the most important skill of this build because when you dodge, Tava will give you ultimate, so you must keep this up always. Okay, so in boss fights, just when I block, you can see the block shit here, right? When I block, just when I swap my weapons, block drops. See, I hold right click, but I only press weapon swap. The block goes away for a little bit of time. So when you go to reapply your shuffle, do it carefully. Okay. And our escape ultimate is magma shell. I don't use corrosive because it's just gives damage shield to nearby allies, much better for tanking. You get the point. This is just insane ultimate regeneration, so you'll be using this most of the time. Anyways, let's go to champion points. Now, you're gonna be surprised a lot because this is the thing that they moved shield expert here, so we get more resist from our shield. Anyways, I had like 90 points in hardy, now I have 100. But as you see, I have 67 elemental defender now because there was this block expertise, which was reducing the block cost. Now it doesn't anymore. They moved it here. As you see, I don't have any points into it. You will see why. As you see, there's nothing here. I have more red points now, so I'm actually more tanky. The what is taken away from me is block cost reduction, okay, which means sustain. So but we are more defensive, that's it. Just more hardy points and nearly 20% less damage from elemental and magic, so that's nice. Again, same thing here, 100 warlord, 67 magician. I don't give shadow ward because battle roar, you don't need any block cost reduction, trust me. You have 3 jewelry with block cost reduction, that's enough, believe me. And we have if you drop blood spawn shoulder, also sturdy, you have like what, 16% blocker selection. Yeah, also they're additive, so we have 100 blast and 67 Alphorn. I think blast increase the heal you get from your battle roar and also absorb magic, so it's good. Just because you will be using Warhorn a lot, this is actually a nice heal buff for you. Yeah, that's the champion points. And about the Shadow Ward, people gonna ask, I know this, why didn't you give Shadow Ward? Because you don't need to. I tested it, I finished Spindle Clutch, it doesn't matter. You can just tank everything. The only time you get stamina issues is AoE fights, and in AoE fights I just swap like this. Okay, that's the only thing you should do. In boss fights you go this, in AoE fights you go this. That's it, nothing else to do. Okay, and this is crown store shit. You can just use normal dropped stamina potions, doesn't matter. So you get my point. You don't need that shit. Okay then, did I miss anything? I don't use poisons, you don't need that. By the way, I'm gonna use absorb magic enchant on my swords to be more exact. Okay, not the disease shit. Okay guys, this is the Horny Tank. If you have any questions, you can ask, just leave a comment. If you get to test this build, just leave a comment and say this build sucks or this build rocks, I'm so fucking horny right now, or just leave a comment, okay? Anyways, yeah, that's it. See you soon. Take care.